What up, YouTube? Survivalist News. I haven't been on for a while because I'm having a little bit of stomach issues and such, so I haven't been feeling well. Lost internet, got internet back. My computer went down, I had to factory reset it, so lost everything. So everything's been a big shitball. So, hit you with some personal stuff real quick. So, like I said, I ain't been feeling very well. Been sent to the doctor twice by my job. Told the doctors both times what my issue is, but under the workman's comp, if it's not COVID related, the company isn't gonna cover any expenses for a doctor that I see other than something COVID related. So I told these two nurses, or RNs, what my issues were. They couldn't do anything about it. So my issues have progressively got worse, and I missed a couple of days of work, and now here we are. Tyler, below is her email. They are doing free testing, so I'll go ahead and do what she is suggesting. Of course, blurt out everybody's name, all of that stuff, for security reasons. These are good people, other than being stupid. But put stupid aside. These are some decent people. And here's the HR representative. I will cancel it. Talking about my appointment today with the doctor. If he's not feeling well, If he is not feeling well now, he won't be able. Oh, fuck. I will cancel it. Talking about my appointment that's supposed to have today. If he is not feeling well now, he won't feel better later. I think he needs to call a valid health line to see if he can get tested for COVID. That number is. I was also thinking that this dude, marked out his name, of course, should too. They're both pretty sick. Better safe than sorry. Pretty sick. Well, there's a difference between being worried about somebody being pretty sick over COVID or something that's actually could be a pressing issue. So now I'm in the dilemma of when I do go to the doctor on Monday, getting diagnosed with what I'm pretty sure I'm going to be diagnosed with, I can bring this information to my human resources representative, and it's not going to be good enough because I haven't been tested for COVID. So I can get my issue figured out, but still, I pay $250 to see a doctor. Yeah, I might have it figured out for myself, but I'm still going to lose my job because there's no way in hell I'm getting tested for this. And why am I not getting tested for this? Well, funny question. New York City death toll soars past 10,000 in revised virus count. The city has added more than 3,700 additional people who are presumed to have died of the coronavirus but had never tested positive. And to back that up, from the New York Times, back that up is your normal charts, nursing home deaths, confirmed cases, probable cases in hospital, nursing home, race, all that stuff. But what's important to me right now and to us is this little fact right here. And the definitions and notes. Only deaths that occurred on or after March 11th included March 11th was the first date of death for a confirmed death. A death is classified as confirmed if the descendant was a New York City resident who had a positive test for COVID-19 in the laboratory. A death is classified as probable, which the probable are going into the 10,000. There was 3,700 probable deaths, so they put it into the death count. These people probably wasn't even tested. As new information becomes available, some deaths previously classified as probable, 9, may be reclassified as laboratory confirmed. So they're going to go through 3,700 bodies and test every dead body. They've already either been burned or embalmed, but they're going to test them. So that's how you're getting your death rate, people. Pretty fucking simple. I wish we'd all see it. Another reason I'm not getting it. COVID-19, US at a glance from cdc.gov. Blah, blah, blah. Data include both confirmed and presumptive positive cases of COVID-19, once again showing they are junking the numbers. These numbers are preliminary and have been confirmed by state and territorial health departments. Once again, showing you preliminary and have not been confirmed by state and territorial health departments. Junking the numbers. Found this a little bit interesting. This is having to do with, what is it called? What is it called once again? I believe it. Okay, of course, this was a huge study. Oh, chromosome 8 in human genome sequencing. Okay, so evidently, hold on, I'm sorry, I've hit the wrong picture. Well, I guess I didn't have it saved. I don't have a prelude to that, so without that prelude, I really cannot back up the sources because I was going to show you the source link and actually what the chromosome 8 is, but I'm not going to get into that because I do not have that source and I'm not going to give you bad information if this happens to be incorrect. But with the source I can show, it's pretty much chromosome 8 is related with an exosome in the RNA. Withdrawn. Potential false positive rate among the asymptomatic infected individuals and close contacts of COVID-19 patients. So let's check this out. Here's the methods of the test, blah, 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 results. When the infection rate of the close contacts and sensitivity and specific, I can't say that word, of reported results were taken as the point estimates, the positive predictive value of the active screening was only 19.67%. In contrast, the false positive rate of positive results was 80.33%. The multivariate probabilistic sensitivity analysis results supported the base case findings with a 75% probability. The false positive of positive results over 47%. And this is coming from U.S. National Library of Medicine. Coming from this guy, G.H. Zhang et al. Well, that Zhang Hua Lu Xingbing. Yes. Oh, they're Chinese. You can't believe it. Okay. The conclusion of this study. In the close contacts of COVID-19 patients, nearly half or even more of the asymptomatic infected individuals reported in the active nucleic acid test screening might be false positive. There it is, right out there in front of you. Once again, from a major publication. So let's move into some more reasons why I'll lose my job and I'll starve to death before I ever take a test. Here you see. I think this was ran by Fox News. Somebody picked it up on YouTube. I showed this before, but it's a dummy. They're resuscitating a dummy in New York. It's a good fucking joke, people. Another COVID-19 lie exposed. Los Angeles health officials caught lying about teenager's death linked to coronavirus. That was a big story. What? Week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Just wanted to show that. Just more evidence of the nonsense labeling people's deaths. Coronavirus testing delayed after kids found to be contaminated by COVID-19. So, as Richie from Boston said, this isn't contaminated with Ebola. It's not contaminated with any bacterial infection. It's not contaminated with anthrax or herpes. It's contaminated with COVID-19, which it's supposed to be tested for. How much more obvious can it be? Coronavirus testing in the UK has been delayed after kids were found to be contaminated with COVID-19, it's reported. Key components ordered from overseas for the test were found to contain traces of the virus earlier this week. So, you've got an 80.33 false positive on these tests. And then in the UK, they're contaminated with COVID-19. Now I believe people starting to see, at least I hope people starting to see this one. I know this is long-winded and now I'm stumbling and shit. Hopefully you guys have stuck on and let's expose some more of it. Oh, the great Bill Gates from TED 2010 conference, his 2010 TED Talk in Long Beach, California. Trust me. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, we lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. You're such a great man, Bill Gates. You are wonderful. And back to the New England Journal of Medicine. Everybody's seen this, but we'll just hit on it again just to put more proof out there. Proof. New England Journal of Medicine. Dr. Fauci. Easy to look up. But Fauci says, this suggests that the overall clinical consequences of COVID-19 may ultimately be more akin to those of a severe seasonal influenza, which has a case fatality rate of approximately 0.1%. 0.1%. Fauci, 2017. No doubt Trump will face surprise infectious disease outbreak. COVID-19 testing in Australia. Information for health professionals. Human coronaviruses circulate frequently every year and cause a common cold-type illness. Cross-reaction from antibodies formed by current and past exposure to seasonal human coronavirus infections can cause false positive results. Meaning, if you've had the flu shot, you were going to have these antibodies in you. Maybe if you've had the flu shot for the past 3 to 5 years or ever had a flu shot, or if you have cancer, if you have stress, if you do have a cough, any kind of infection, diabetes, you're going to get the exosomes, which are shown as COVID-19. There's so many doctors explaining it way better than I can. I just take people's stuff, put it in a video really, really badly, and hope the truth gets out there, because they're telling you the truth. They are actually telling you the truth, but they're lying to you on TV. That's why TV is a weapon. You have to look at actual sources. I haven't shown you anything that isn't government or from your great mainstream that knows everything. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this article real quick before I get out of here. COVID-19 test performance. COVID-19 is an emerging viral infectious disease. There is limited evidence available to assess the accuracy and clinical utility of available COVID-19 tests. So in the UK, they're infected with the COVID-19 in the test. Australia, their tests fucking suck. One's America, China, South Korea, all they're using, it's got an 80.33% false positive rate, even though they're saying, oh, it's just 6.5% or what the hell ever. This, oh man, it's really starting to get on my nerves now, plus everything else. It's really starting to hit home and starting to affect me. You know, but I'm going to keep cool. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, waking people up, do what I have to do to survive. Here's all of this. I was going to go over this, but okay, well, I will go over that. What induces exosomes? I believe Dr. Andrew Kaufman showed this in one of his presentations, but I reckon it comes from James Hildreth, MD, President and Chief Executive Officer of Meharry Medical College, former professor at Johns Hopkins, HIV researcher. And he says, the virus is fully an exosome in every sense of the word. What induces exosomes? Toxic substances, stress, fear, cancer, ionizing radiation, which we are exposed to every day. I'm being exposed to right now. There's Wi-Fi coming from my phone, from my TV, from the laptop. That's all running at the same time. People with 2 screens on YouTube got all that shit busting at them. Anyway, infection, injury, immune response, asthma, diseases unspecified in literature, many, electromagnetic radiation, 5G, no research. No research meaning there's been no research done with the health of how healthy 5G is. We'll get to this conclusion real quick. Conclusions. Respiratory illness is caused by an insult, toxic, or otherwise, which cause production of exosomes. Poison, stress, infection, flu, pneumonia, electromagnetic radiation. Express exosomes when healthy and sick. Your exosomes are increased when you are sick in order to fight off everything that's trying to directly attack your cells. It's your immune defense mechanism, and you need it. You honestly need it. And now they're testing for to see if you have your mechanism going on. If you got it going on, oh God, you got COVID-19. COVID-19 is actually exosomes, the result, not the cause of the illness. Function exosomes help remove toxins. And like I said, RT-PCR actually tests for host RNA from exosomes. The RNA, from how I understand it, you're going to say I fully understand it, and I could be wrong, don't, you know, I'm a dumbass that makes YouTube videos badly. But it's a replication of your DNA. It'll be like your flight or fight instinct, I guess, off of your DNA, what you've been in, like your inherited strands and everything like that. Everybody's got it. And your RNA will back up your DNA, your cells, by releasing these exosomes, your defense mechanism. Okay, and let's leave you with this video right here. Trust Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx, paid by Bill Gates Foundation, and use COVID-19 models that panic the American people. Who, World Health Organization, test 80% false positive and said no human-to-human transmission, which that's exactly what they said, which is exactly true, because you have to get the virus injected into you. That simple. See what they went on here, but they'll get onto that in the video. We'll play it.
We're going to bring down the number of infections so we don't have 2.2 million deaths or 1.6 million deaths.
The model tells you that even if you mitigate fully, you're going to get to this rather disturbing number of deaths, the 100 to 200,000. It looks more like the 60,000 than the 100 to 200,000.
See how they did that in a span of, well, we'll call it 10 days. From 2.2 million to 60,000. Now what are we at? 25,000 deaths or maybe 30? I have no idea. I'm not keeping up with that John Hopkins bullshit. Anyway, YouTube, have a good night. See you guys later. Like I said, have a good one.